All right. I think we're good. I think we're live. No, hold on. Jan, how's it going? Those listening, is there audio this time? Better be, because I spent a lot of time this morning checking everything. Paul, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Yes. Well, hello, Jake. Your wife's here. Josh, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Theron, hello. Sweet. We have audio this time. We won't need to restart this stream 600 times, so that's a plus. Because that sucked last time. Woo. Jake, I'm at Theron's house. Shane, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Tori, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Woo. So, how is everybody doing? I got permission from the wife, so we were able to do a live stream today. Get one squeezed in. There we go. Indy, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Yurika, how's it going? Jake, we both have you going, and there's an echo here. Well, I mean, if you both have me going, that's... Is there an echo? Or is it just because you both have phones going on? Everyone else said audio is good, so that is what we are going with. Audio is fine. Okay, yeah, well, I had me worried there for a second. I was like, wait a minute. We said everything was good. This spot. Sweet. Audio is good. Makes me happy. What are you guys doing over there? What are you getting printed? You going to ECC? Probably not. I don't know. Doing a bit of seeing what all's going on now with Scale Nationals at this point. I believe we have all determined that Scale Nationals will not be happening. So that does open the door for other events to go to. So there is a possibility, but I'm really, really not sure. Okay. Sounds good there. Indy got some new videos uploaded to the channel this week. Nice. Good, good. ECC is at Cherokee Rock Village. What did I miss? Why no Scale Nationals? Because of rectangles. Is honestly probably the easiest and best way to put it. Because of rectangles. Because there are a lot of new rules, there are a lot of changes. It's not like, before we look at something and be like, okay, this is what it is. There are things we do have that there are new rules and things that do need looked at. So, obviously being, hold on. There we go. Actually being the first year new rules and stuff, there's a lot of questions. There will be a lot of things that are or aren't legal. So, puts a lot of pressure on whoever hosts nationals. More than anything, puts a lot of pressure, whether they get things right or they get things wrong, or how things are determined and defined. So, like part of me gets it that there were a lot of changes. So obviously you want to make sure things are right, the way they should be. Yeah, you want to make sure things are as they should be. So it's a lot of pressure because especially the first year with new rules, whoever hosts it, not necessarily whoever hosts it doesn't necessarily have to be Sorka board member. It's just I do believe they have to get approval and etc. stuff like that. But let's say they interpret something or how something's teched or done. Lots of things can go wrong. Lots of things can go right. There's always going to be something at big events. You're not going to please everybody, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is. You're not going to make everybody happy. For the most part, most everyone will be happy, yes, but there will still be some that are just unhappy and just nothing but bad to say. So believe, whoever hosting the issues. I think locations were, for the most part, locked down or would have been good to go, but hosts were locked in until the new rules came out, and that's when stuff started to change. Conley, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week. Yes, I hope everyone is having a good week. Oh, Chainsaw, how's it going? I think I missed you there a minute ago. So, I think we're okay. So this is, I think I showed it off in my live stream last week. Got a Sorka scale wrap from Brazen. Not necessarily poking fun at the rules, but having fun with the rules, because we can have fun with all these rectangles and shapes and stuff like that. And I don't have to worry about painting, because not necessarily the best painter. And also, biggest thing is, especially all three of my trucks have had some pretty significant bodywork done with the new rectangles. And this wraps hide a lot of bodywork, which is awesome. So they don't look quite as bad. Makes them at least, solid 10 footers, and then they came out okay. And they are live. These wraps are live now, and they're just big. Oh, actually, right here. They are just big generic sheets with rules and stuff on them, different patterns and stuff available. So I grabbed a couple. I got one here for the Class 2 and the Class 1. I'm going to try to get the Class 1 wrapped if I can finish the Class 1 video. That's what I was working on before the stream, was working on Class 1 video. And honestly, it's got me a little frustrated, because naturally those videos, because there's a lot of information, so the videos are naturally longer. When it's talking to the camera, I'm trying to go and follow my bullets and my notes as best I can, but sometimes, you're talking for a while, you forget what you said or thought you've already said something, and then you rewatch it, it turns out you didn't. So then you either have to refilm or something, or you're like me, and one of them, I was working on one section of it, and I, for whatever reason, hit stop recording. So I was talking to myself for about 10 minutes, not realizing there was no one there, or I wasn't recording. Josh, the throwdown, yes, the throwdown will be 2023 full rectangle. And that is another thing I guess I'm seeing. There are a lot of groups that they're transitioning to the new rules, but it is on a much slower scale. They're finishing at least winter series with the old 2022 rules, and even starting next year, some other events have already announced they will be using 2022 rules. So that kind of puts, honestly, a damper in things. Because if you build, you have to build specifically for either 2022 or 2023. You can't, because of things that are legal and not legal in measurements, some things that are not legal in 2022 are legal in 23, and vice versa. So you can't necessarily get a full build like class 1, especially if I build a 23 legal class 1, I don't have to worry about tire coverage. But with 2022 rules, I need to work on tire coverage. So either I need to have 2 hard bodies set up, ready to rock and roll, which I guess technically I do still, because I still have my original class 1 body, and I'm still using the same mounting system. So I could do that, but it's kind of not the point. New rules are out, so I mean that's kind of how I'm trying to look at it. Oh no. Maybe these are the right ones. Kalaki RC, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Jeff, how's it going? Hope you'll retell shortly. Watching nice. Watch that twice speed to catch up. Well, I mean, I haven't missed much, so there is that. Those are for Rift. Jacob, am I coming out Sunday? Yes, actually, I am coming out Sunday because I have permission to. And honestly, it'll be a good, I'm gonna say like practice run because I go back to work. I go back to work Monday, so I'll be out anyway, and so it'll be just the ladies anyway. So that way, make sure everything is good. Or if it's not, then I can tell the boss at home I need to stay out another day or two. But so far, everything's been going smooth, so been good. Steve, Intim got a set of in-the-works shocks with soft, medium, and firm spring rate. Are the Mini T springs similar rate? Yes, they are very similar. Believe I find the minis, the Losi's, just a touch softer, but both work. And I've had different combinations of both of the springs, and they all seem to work really, really well. And Losi, the springs will fit. So if you do have Mini T springs and want to change or tune something, you totally can. There we go. All my things. So class 2 is ready. Now the question is, what class 2 do I run on Sunday? Because I have the Reaper and it's ready to rock and roll. It's got a new motor and everything in it. But I also have my Brazen class 2 here. I have it set up to be either one. The body mounts and everything are set, so I have a crate body that I can put on here at any time. So I can be, boom, full 50 points or Lexan and have fun. RC Gate Hitters, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Pretty sure I did it. But yeah, actually at this point, push down on the Velcro there to make sure my interior stays an inch deep. And actually, at this point, spin your head around, dude. Bam! We have a 50-point truck, just like that. So that is good. Exo transmissions back in stock. Yes, they are, and I need to get one. Oh, RC Gary Hitters, Timmy, what's up, buddy? I miss you all up there. I need to, hopefully everything cools or calms down here soon. I'll be able to get back out in full swing and travel a little bit more, for sure. Yeah, I know. I need to get an extra transmission. I do need another one. Also, let's see. The Prep Farmworks, the Reaper, is coming back here sometime in the near future. So I need to get the Jekyll and Hyde is coming back here in the near future. So I need to pick up one of those. The GK chassis, I still want to pick up one of those. I want to pick up another Brazen C1 Pro for Class 2 setup. And I think Austin said the Razor's Edge is coming in carbon fiber, so I'll swap my aluminum out with carbon fiber. And I do want to snag one of the Team GarageHack, the new Team GarageHack dropped the new chassis this week. I thought I might pick one up and do a quick little simple build here on the channel. And also, I got a couple of videos. I got one Interceptor, and I have the new Three Brothers, the censored outrunner motor. Ready to rock and roll. I just need to actually get out and drive and get some video on them and get them loaded. For the most part, they're edited and ready to rock and roll, just waiting on some finishing touches. Hi, Dallas. The hustles. Corey, what's up? Timmy, not much, watching the Blues game and hanging out with you. Well, that sounds like a pretty good night. So it probably won't be too extensively long tonight because little one is in there and everything. So give me a break to go relax and just kind of hang out and do something, just to keep everyone sane and at ease. Been weird though, being off all week long. It has been it was a long week. It's just been not like rough. It's just been a long week. It's weird not being at work 10 hours a day. So just weird. Got some game time in and got a few builds and a couple other little things knocked out here and there. I'm just working on the wraps, but actually this one is all done and bolted up now. The camera, I think, kills some of the colors, but this here is the brazen wrap, all done and looking good on there. Everything there. We have a little bit of some rules reading and stuff like that. So all in all, I think this came out fantastic. Do need a new yellow jacket sticker. I need TRD Adventure stickers. What else we need to say? My brazen stickers. And I need some Super Shafty stickers. One more set. Where are thy stickers? There's some in the work stickers. I need those. I have some more somewhere, but I need the stickers. Woo. Oh, man. Everything got busy there. 1 second. Let me catch up here. 4-9 crawl. So I'm late without making some new videos. Oh, heck yeah. Very nice. Thanks for tuning in. I will hopefully get several done this week. I'm hoping to make headway and finish the class 1 rules breakdown and move to 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are going to go a lot smoother because it's 2 and 3. 3 is going to be quick and simple. Just make sure you have this much gap and make sure your tires are this tall and call it good. And class 2 is basically the same. Class 1 was just a little more picky on not necessarily rules because, I mean, it's opened up, but the things you need to pay attention to, like bumpers and a few of the height requirements, trying to word those correctly. It's taking a bit of time, a little more frustrating than I thought it was going to be. What are we working on tonight? Just kind of, like I said, I finished up this wrap a little bit ago. Not perfect, but I mean, it's easier than painting and it hides my body work. But yeah, got the Sorka rules wrap done on here. Don't know what else I really had to work on and tinker with. There probably was something I was supposed to work on. I do not remember what it was. Shade Tree RC, how's it going? Kurt RC, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. 491 Crawl's question on the Lama X. Is my on and off switch bad? The fan is on and the switch will not turn on or off. Possibly. Those tended to have problems, so most of the time, anytime I start to have any issues, I just cut the connector off, twisted the power wire together, put in the connector on the end and called it a day. I'm working on my bully build. Just got my radio link. Oh yeah, the RCX 8 control. That thing is nice. I want to see some stuff on that one too, actually. Nice. How many? Steve, how many trucks do I have that run a Ford motor mounted transfer case, and what class are they in? All of my trucks. Oh, sorry, no, Ford motor mount and transfer case. So class 1, they're all Team Garage Hack Ford motor mount transfer case, Team Garage Hack Ford motor mount transfer case. The class 3 has the EXO transmission, which counts as a transfer case. And then my cash comp build, my Reaper, that has Team Garage Hack Ford motor mount and transfer case in it as well. So yeah, all the setup's done really good. Motors put them nice and low. I have thought about thought about snagging the Carbon Works transfer case and Ford motor mount setup, or at least the transfer case setup, and messing with it a little bit in one of these, or I think it actually might work for another build I have. So I want to either try it or grab another EXO transmission. But yeah, all of my comp trucks at least have a transfer case as something that counts as a transfer case to get my 4 points. I think the Mamba X has the heat sensor there. Honestly, I don't even think I have the fans on any of mine. Like, I pull the fan off on almost every. The only time I run fans is if it's like a basher or something like that. Everything else gets a fan. I pull the fans off right off the bat. With my crawlers, I don't necessarily need it. So, Darius building my 3rd LCG, building a Deluxe shocks, and there are some beautiful shocks. Yes, Deluxe are very, very nice shocks. They feel great, they work great, and they have a ton of awesome little accessory parts for them stuff. Awesome, that was my plan. Yep, no problem. Travis, what's up, man? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, there you go. You can buy that harness, the power harness, on its own for like $10. Cool. That's very good to know. Chainsaw almost finished up my Phoenix Portal build, waiting on paint to arrive. Heck yeah, sounds like everyone's getting some stuff done. Ivan, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So, honestly, I don't know what else I had planned, but actually, I do. One second here. We're gonna do some math just to make sure everything is good here. So, let's see. Ooh, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so I have a full hard body. So all 3 sections, so 12 points. I have front inner fenders for 1 point. No need for a drop bed, so we don't worry about it. No bar head rack, trigger rack, movement, Q frame. I do have an exo cage, 1 row, so 3 points there. No sliders, bumpers, front, rear bumper, 6, and stinger, so 7 points there. No need for roof rack. Interior, full interior, custom, 2 seats is 6. And drivers, I had 2 full figure drivers, another 8 points. And let's see here, chassis mounted servos, 5. And then transfer cases, another 4. So 47. I only need 4 scale accessories: winch, rotors, exhaust, and magazine. Cool. Easy, easy for 50 points. Definitely good there. Jake, I haven't done anything. Well, I mean, it is what it is, too. I do have a question. Do you have like a specific link shark depending on portals or straight axles? Question. Yeah, I do. When I'm running portal builds, I generally prefer 75 to 80 millimeters, and straight axles 85 to 90 millimeters. That's always been my preference, because if it's a couple millimeters there, I can always limit the shock internally if needed, stuff like that. Well, especially with DraftTech too, you have other options with offset caps and stuff like that to give you a little more, a little less, depending on how much. If you want to keep the full travel of like a 90, but make it set at 85, different things like that. Yep. Yeah, capper with 80 millimeter shocks is night and day difference versus the 400 millimeters that come with stock. Custom RC crawlers, F10 portals, would you do 2660s with mini T or in the works 90 millimeter big bores? If you could, the problem is finding 2660s, because I have not been able to find them or see them anywhere. And I have in the works big bores on everything. So those are my favorite shock, because they come fully assembled and they come filled with oil. And they're still on sale right now, too. They're like $32 a set or something like that. So those are my choice. Brazen Scale RC, how's it going? Hey, nice hat. Yes, 90 millimeter. Yes, new hat. We have the soft shirt too. I do still have it in here because I was trying to get. But blam, we do have the Brazen shirt and the hat that dropped this week. I ordered these. Legit. Right, you saw my comment. I ordered these in the delivery room last Friday. So my phone popped up during a break. There's only so much I can physically and literally do there. So I had minutes here and there, and phone popped up, said, "Hey, they're in stock," and I was like, "Click, click, good." So yes, I ordered these from the delivery room. That shirt is so comfortable, and the hat actually fits really good too. Because I generally have a small head, so fitted hats like this sometimes don't fit right. and this one fits really, really good, and I'm super excited for it. Pound Stuff, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Customer say I have a set of 2660s in my C3 right now. I mean, if you have them there, if you have an extra set, by all means, if you already have a set of 2660s, go ahead and use them. That's fine. If you don't have an extra set for whatever rig you're going for, then try and go. In the Works is going to be easier because I have not seen the short 2660s in a while. Now, you can limit them internally, so there are other options out there. Darius got a high-low setting right here for portability. Excited to get it together. Nice. Very nice. High-low is sweet. Kiddo likes the crap out of his. His class 3 is honestly very nasty. And like I've said it lots of times before, it's with his build because I don't overthink his builds. I don't have to worry about fully going super point out because he doesn't necessarily, other than our Sorka event, he doesn't go to nationals with me at this time or anything like that. So he just runs in the P-scale realm over our area. So I just make sure his trucks are all legal for that and call it a day. Hat and shirt are legit. Yes. Yes, they are. What's up? What's up, Scott? How's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Yes. I'm so happy with the wrap. Oh, yeah, Brett, you did. Yeah, got it all done. I haven't got you any pictures yet. That was the fastest wrap ever. I was messing with it while I had the free time real quick and came out pretty good. Can't wait for the come Sunday on my C3 and C2. Thinking about swapping the C3 shocks and C2, but I don't know which would be better. Nice. Well, good luck at your comp this weekend. We do have a cash comp this weekend as well. So, I said, in our cash comp, they will be based on 2022 like Sorka lightish rules, so I don't have to go crazy. So I've been debating. I was like, I have the Reaper, and I do have the creep body that fits on here too. So I can pull the hard body off, throw on a super light, no point Lexan and call it a day. I think I only have to have like 6 scale items. So, and that's winch, rotors, winch hook, front bumper, rear bumper, and a tag, and 6 just like that. I really like Brayson. Really like the vinyl. You can really stretch and pull on the curves. Yes, you can. And I'm learning that the more, like whichever side I do first is generally the worst, and the second side is much better because you can really just pull it and get it stretched out. This one, I dropped this like twice when I was trying to do everything. The class 1's going to be, I think, a lot easier to get done. I'm really going to try. I'm going to get the grill pull off and everything for the class 1. And actually, I'm going to leave the hood on because it's not bolted down. But yeah, all in all, came out super happy. I'm excited with them because one, it really covers up body work a lot too. Especially you could tell in the class 3 because the class 3 not only it had multiple bigger cuts on it from the sides, and then it had the giant cut straight down the middle. The bed wasn't necessarily the prettiest. Wrap fixed everything and made it look good. And the class 1's going to be good too because I took 2 halves that weren't, because I adjusted the whole wheelbase of the body so everything's squished together. So that helps kind of bridge and cover that up just a little bit to make it a little more eye friendly. But all in all, super happy with this one. I said we changed it up. It was the bug, but I was pushing it in a couple areas, and then I broke it again. So this was the class 1 body. So we have the bug front end with a Hilux rear, and luckily I had the cage that I just made for the bug. I was able to put it on here, bend a few things my way, and everything worked. I was able to even having it come off the back, get a little more stability there on the rear, and good. And I did that. Nothing on the rear. No bed, no nothing, no additional weight. The only thing there is just a little bracket I made to support the body posts so they don't like pull out. The cage holds the bed sides together, and then thin piece of felt on the top. Called it good. Yeah, because all 3 of the classes, I mean, those drivers we've talked about, I think we talked about last week on the live stream, those drivers, and that rule makes a huge difference. Previously, all 3, class 1, 2, and 3, I had sliders, roof rack, and drop beds. I have none of those items this year thus far. No drop bed in class 1 or sliders or roof rack. So, and then again, same thing here on the others. No driver or no sliders, drop bed, or rack. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Looking good. Darius has been raining like crazy all weekend for a month. I haven't got to drive any new stuff. The Reaper, I do have 8 alt foams that are on the way. Excited to see what's all the hype. Nice. Yeah, it's been cool actually. This week's been weird. It's been like in the mid, like cold but ish warm. But Saturday and Sunday, like 50s and mid 60s. So it is going to be a nice day to crawl. So Saturday is supposed to be, tomorrow's supposed to be nice too, but Saturday is supposed to be about mid 50s. So kind of a full day just warming the rocks up. And Sunday should be great. There, I'm waiting to copy someone else's creativity. Well, you know. Customer C, my C3 was a high-low capper build, and I have as many scale points as you on my C3, but I might have 10 scale points. Oh, yeah, because you're, yeah. Gary 2660s are my favorites. Just limit the internal if needed. Yes, this is true. Tim, did I get on the alt pre-order? It's open till tomorrow. No, I have not yet. I am probably going to have to miss this one or hit up the next one. With everything that's kind of going on, happening, everything's kind of waited. Like I said, there's several new things like I need to get, but we're just going to put them on hold for now. Plus, I'm trying to think because, like I said, there are several new chassis that I want to do, and want to at least put on the channel, kind of see what they're capable of, take them out for a couple quick spins. And I don't necessarily like need to keep them in the arsenal. There are trucks that I specifically plan to keep, but some of the new ones, like I don't necessarily need to keep them, but I want to show them off. So I need to acquire a few things so I can utilize each of the chassis kind of aspects, and then you'll just see the same build just to different rails each time. It's going to be easier for me to do it that way. So just takes a little time. I need to grab an extra transfer case, Team Garage transfer case for sure, and I'd really like to find some Air 45 straight axles. Honestly, is what I'd like to find, and then go from there. Can't wait for this. Get rid of the snow to crawl again. There was snow this morning. It did snow this morning. Actually, it snowed late last night. Woke up this morning. There was snow, a dusting, I guess, on the ground. Like an hour later, the sun came out and it was all gone. Customer RC, I'm Sorka light rules. Yeah, Sorka light rules are all weird. Like, so my thing is you either run full Sorka or you run P scale. The Sorka light, there's a lot of things because I mean, well, even Sorka light, most of our trucks would have to be like what, Sorka 2.5 or whatever. Because Sorka light class 2 has what, a 3S or 2S battery limit. I don't run anything on 2S. I haven't run anything on 2S since I started crawling. And I don't have anything really. I guess a few of these trucks are still on stock rails for the most part, but yeah. Brazen, have I looked at the SPG and eBay listings? I checked them out this morning. Those were insane. Now that Exoterra buggy, I expected that one to be high. The last I checked, it was just over 1,600. I honestly, once he showed that on the stream last night and all the stuff it had with it, I fully expected that thing to go crazy because Exoterra people and collectors, they're insane in a good way. And honestly, I mean, that is a rare piece there with all that stuff that was never released and stuff like that. And, people, that's their fancy for stuff. That carbon fiber cliffhangers at 400 now. That was what? That's two. Those are what, 250 shipped, or is it 350 shipped? Jesus. anti-grav. We got a Destin in the form of like 2 feet. Holy crap. Paul, yeah, their auctions, yeah, they're out of control. I need more Exoterior bunkies, dude. Jake, yeah, I mean, the listing's insane. Don't even think about it. But all the stuff, like, it's a good amount of stuff, but yeah, that one, what is it at now? Like, I fully expect it to hit. So that was last night, so it's been a full day. Honestly, that listing could probably hit 3K by itself. Oh. Want 1,700 on the EXO. Yes, that's ridiculous. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, okay. I see the question. Well, just got notified. The Sorka question kind of popped up, so I was curious on it. Oh, Dan cracks me up. Because of all the things, like, there's a lot. I mean, just lots of people just do not like the rectangles whatsoever. And don't get me wrong, they're learning and reading the rectangles are a little meh at first. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. And honestly, not a lot changed. Really, not much change unless you're already building in the defined gray area. I'm sure you put stickers on that in a minute. But when you break it down, and this is what I've been using for my video. So, kind of got everything kind of laid out. The overall rectangle, front, center, rear, cab height for class 1, 4.5 inches. Then it needs to be at least 2 by 3 in the top. Then wheels, body has to be below the wheel right here. It cannot be taller. And then an inch in from each wheel, and boom, there's my center section. And little things like that. Track width laid out. So luckily I can just write on all that because it's all going to get wrapped up. But yeah, not the Prius, but there's just a simple class 1 covering. I said I don't need the points for drop bed in class 1, so I just ignored it completely. But cool thing, if people were wondering, it was posted on Sorka the other day, and I will mention it in my video. And in case others didn't see it, the big question for class 1 has been drop beds, points with holes in your bed for your shock towers, even if you cover them up. So regardless, wherever you have holes in your body, where chassis or suspension comes through, they have to be covered up completely in class 1. To gain drop bed points, they have to be covered up. So yes, you can simply cover up the shock clips with scale accessories and still gain your points. Or the easiest fix, which was posted and asked clearly on the Sorka page, you have your drop bed. This will be easier. You have your bed, your shock hole, you have your cutouts there for your shock towers to come through, and you simply put a tonneau cover all the way across it, and then here at the end or around the tailgate, it's Velcroed. So boom, it's covered. And at the tech table, the tech can undo the Velcro, roll the cover back, verify your drop bed depth, close it, and you've got drop bed points too. So you don't even have to really, it doesn't take much. You don't have to spend a lot of time. You can seriously just take like some fabric or like this interior felt stuff I use. You can glue most of it down here at the end. You can glue most of it all the way across here, so you don't have to worry about it coming off. And then put some Velcro strips at the end, Velcro it together, fixed. Shock loops covered, drop bed points still achieved. So that's a win-win. Because the other thing that got me on my class 1 is not in the class 1 section, and this will be in the video coming soon as well. To gain all of your hard body points, because hard body now is broke down into, I think I mentioned it earlier, it's broke down into sections. You can get hard body points for the front, hard body for the center, and hard body for the rear. 2 of the 3, 1 of the 3, all 3 sections, you can get points for each one individually. To gain hard body points, The body in each section must fill the rectangle when viewed from above. And then bodies with inset grills or other oddities where the body does not fill the rectangle between the fenders can be covered by bumper, winch plate, vanity plate to fill the void. That was a problem I was struggling with on my Bug. I met the rectangle easily. I was able to meet the rectangle with the front nose of it. But the gap between the fenders and the bumper, the rectangle is not filled. And I was trying to think of ways to fill that with not like making it super complicated. And I was like, you know what, we're just going to move on to something else. For right now, we'll come back to it later. Other things like Jeep bodies, the F350, those are all bodies where they curve where the nose or grill come out first and technically meet the rectangle, but then the headlights or fenders, they all curve backwards. That gap still has to be addressed. From the best interpretation on here, and I think there was a question on it the other day on the Sorka page, and that was what I gathered from the answers. So that was a big thing that got me. I knew I had read that somewhere, but I kept going through each class 1, 2, and 3 section individually and could not find it. And then I was going through the points the other day, and that is where it lies. Reason $480 in the Betty. Jesus, that's ridiculous. The crawler, our customer RC, the crawler canyon place doesn't matter or anything like that. It's just kind of like old Sorka with a few different things. Oh, okay. So it is kind of more like P scale. It's just the point things. Like, I guess it's the points that really get me. If you're gonna run points, you either run full Sorka points or you don't run points at all. Plain and simple. The Sorka light points and how things work and differentiate are just annoying. Like, if I have a 50-point truck, I'm taking a 50-point truck. If there's points, it's going to be a Sorka point truck. So that's how I do. There's just too many different point levels and stuff. When we started comping here locally, we started with Sorka Light because it was easy to read and interpret. And then once we moved and started holding events that were Sorka, we stayed Sorka. So our rules are either Sorka or P scale. That's what it is. Nothing in between. 70. Custom RC got a VS410 for class 1. Very nice. That can make things happen. Got side on body and tires for C3. Body and tires, I mean, it's getting up to you. If you're not hunting points and hard body points, any good light Lexan body is going to do wonders. Blackout, creep, something small, narrow, short, cut away. And the tires, I don't know when the new Hyraxes are coming out if you don't feel like cutting shutting tires, but if you don't feel like cutting shutting tires, you have to wait for the new Hyraxes to come out or cut shut some 1.9s into those now. RC gate heaters. I was asked that and told no about the tonneau cover. They said it was covered, but you won't get points. So here, I'll just send it to you. I'll put it in our chat real quick. Let me find our chat, because I specifically took a screenshot of it. And then I've even checked a day or two here and a day or two there, and it is still there, and it's still official and answered. So that's how I'm rolling with it now. That was a very popular post. I got a lot of interactions. Body for C1 and tires for C3. Oh, body for C1. Depends on what your wheelbase is. Are you going normal 12.3 or going down to like 11.5, stuff like that? If you're going 12.3, I mean, you have like the killer body LC70. Isn't the four-door TF2 12.3 wheelbase? Or you have like the extra cab body, RC four-wheel drive, that's 12.3. Raymond, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Because Marcy, I thought about cut shut crawlers, but don't really know how to do it. I mean, you can very well follow like the video I did with the test, very similar. You have to find a defined pattern. The crawlers very well may work that way. So what I would do is I would honestly probably just follow this line here. So I would just, this is a little harder than I thought. I would just, make your straight line, make your straight line down the tread, and then I would just kind of follow the tread here. Just kind of cut alongside of it, alongside, and then boom, you go down probably 1, 2, 2.5 or 3. I'd have to measure everything, and then kind of do the same thing. You're always going to, when you're cutting, you're always going to be just making that same cut. So then everything lines up. That's what I would do if I was trying them. Dude, I'm glad you did, because I feel that way it should be. That was my initial thoughts on it. Was, well, just put just put a tonneau cover on everything. That was my initial thought, was tonneau cover on all the things. So that was the plan. And then once I started doing like other things, like I'm not good at making the bed. For whatever reason, I can never get the dimensions and everything right on when I make a drop bed. They are generally hideous when I make a drop bed, or just simple, flat, basic, maybe some Gorilla Tape involved. So I just simply, I did the math, went over my points, and like Braza just said there, I went over all my points. I didn't need a drop bed, especially 2 and 3. Especially if you're running, class 2 and 3, it's easy to hit 50 points with no drop beds, And class 1 now, again, thanks to our lovely Halloween ornaments, have saved the day, because I don't have to make sliders, because again, I suck at metalwork. The roof rack rule, it's still feasible. It's not excessive, but it is excessive. I need to make a tech sheet. I do. There are no tech sheets. There are no tech sheets for the new rules. That would be very good to have. Just edit a few things here and there. But yeah, so no need for roof rack and no drop bed. So 3 things that I mentioned are 3 things that I specifically had on all my rigs. So weight of sliders, weight of having an actual bed, and weight of a roof rack. Obviously it's not going to be a whole lot, but all of that, those 8 points, I've achieved with 13.5 grams. 13.5 grams, and I've achieved what I lost from before. So definitely the way to go. Blind Garcia, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Justin, if you cut the lugs, it's easy to glue them together. Yes. Custom RC, if you're cutting, that's why you make that, because it gives you a set pattern. So when you're cutting, everything is equal every time. And then when you put stuff together, you know how it's supposed to go. And it makes it go a lot easier. If I had one more crawler, I could probably try a set. They're not pretty, but I could try a set. Lucas, how's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in. Got your homework done? I saw your comment. You can point out class 2 and 3 and no hard body drop bed or sliders. Yes, very true. Or roof rack. Yeah, especially all this. Like, there were some other things. Like, I have a couple. I think I was going to look at the Sumo again. Look at the Sumo on my class 2. And look at it and do some math and get everything done. Yep, just finished. Nice. Good job. Hound stuff. What is the cut and shut and why is it better? Newbie question. So class 1 can go away. And we have the class 3, again, with another lovely brazen Sorkin wrap. So the cut and shut is taking a 1.9 tire, our standard. Oh my God, my back. Our standard 1.9 tire, 4.75 inches tall. You take 5 of those tires, and then you make a set of 4 tires that are now 2.2s and 5.25 inches tall. And they still maintain 1.9 width. Good for multiple reasons. First off, there is now a tire minimum in class 3 for the new 2023 Sorker rules. So You have to have a bigger tire anyway than your standard, than class 2 size tires that a lot of people were running before. There were some smaller 22s out there, but this size is really, really good. So next, it's overall size. You're keeping everything. You're keeping the tire narrow like 1/9s. So your clearance and everything there is good when you're turning, cutting by, stuff like that. And height-wise, not excessively tall. Like this is a little bigger than normal, but here is like a Proline 2.2 Baja. First, a cut and shut tire. And I think these are bigger than normal anyway. So these are 5.88. So the standard, like a Hyrax, is 5.25 and 2.2 inches wide as well. So significantly larger tire. And turning, stuff hitting, if you want to run like a narrow wheelbase, running full-size 22s just kind of almost isn't feasible because you're going to be smashing something. So overall size is better. It gives you more than your normal 4.75 and not as excessive as your standard large 2.2 tire. And compounds differ in the sizes as well. But also really especially on like C3, Portal Capper right here. So portals already do have by standard a higher center of gravity because everything is taller by about that inch or so of the portal box. So you want to run 2.2s, you want to run a bigger tire for C3, but you're already higher because you're on portals, and now you kind of get the best of both worlds. Your truck's raising up, you're getting a bigger tire, more clearance, and still able to keep a drivable and maintained tire and everything like that. I probably already mentioned this too, but like other areas and other events, like even though it is in the new rules now, other events like Crawlapalooza, King, Missouri, stuff like that, a lot of places in Class 3 already had a minimum tire size, which was generally 5 inches. So this got us just over the minimum and stuff like that. I mean, cut and shuts are nothing new. People have been running them for quite some time. It's honestly just the way to go. Steve, even to Tim and everyone else, a little late, had replaced the kitchen faucet. Oh, not. Always, it's always something around a house anymore, it seems. Oh, there you go. Lucas explained it as well. But yeah, and like I said, these came out great. I'm actually really excited. I'm more excited that the first time I took them out, my glue held. I didn't rip any additional tires or anything like that. So everything held together. So that made me super excited. And actually, while I'm here, I need to double check points on this thing as well. I'm not quite sure if I'm at 50 on here or not. Full hard body, 12 points. I have no inner fenders, no drop bed. I do have a roll bar, so there's another 2. No cage work on this one. No sliders. I do have metal front rear bumpers and a stinger, so there's number 7. A roof rack, light bar, interior. I do have a full interior, and actually I have full 4 seats in here, so I do get 7 for that. And I do have 2 full figures, so there's another 8 points there. 36. Plus, I do have a transfer case, so there's another 4 points. So that puts me at 40. So I need 10 of my 14 scale items. So I have a winch, I have rotors, I have a D-ring, I have a license plate, I have exhaust, running boards or traction boards, fuel cell, tow rope, winch hook, porno mag, 10. 50 points. Sweet. So we were good there. I thought I was. And actually, now that 2 and 3 are actually done, I actually went through and checked them all the way yet. Point to cut and see too. Oh. Oh, nice. That's a good way to do it. I like it. Plus 2 more scalars. Nice. Perfect. I will do that. I will probably do have the. I don't need to drop it. I don't need the sumo body, so I can actually. I think I could. Nope. I painted the windows on that. My SUV body's still clear windows. I can probably work on that. I think Brett, that fuel cell don't count. You can hate all you want. That fuel cell counts. It is in there. Maybe sideways, but it's in there. You'd be really mad. Oh, my class 2. Because there's legit nothing under here, but I thought just for you, I was going to put a fuel cell right here in the middle. Don't know where my extra one went. Ah. Like I said, there is absolutely nothing under here. This is just a piece of felt, and I thought about putting a fuel cell right there for you. Honestly, and those look cool. Those fit together really, really good. Oh, who was that? Was that Jake that had those, his brazen, the mammoth wheels, Cerakoted? Those look fan-freaking-tastic. You can share it here too if you feel. Feel free to. Oh, yes, I will. On the Sorka page, Tom Lip, extra teammate. Yes, the tonneau cover. Yeah, that's Tom's post. That's who I screenshotted because that was huge. You got another rep? Yes, I do. I have class 1 right here. Class 2 finishing up this one. Actually, there's a ton of this left. So, I mean, granted, there's not much left of my body. I have a lot of that one left too. Right, I don't know, but roughly, I can wrap another truck with this, and I'm going to. Because, like I said, I'm not liking painting. But I mean, honestly, more than anything, with the stuff that I've been doing and actually taking a lunge more into the body work and fabricating things, I made my first cage there, roll bar for that, and this, like, stepping out of more of a comfort zone. So it hides my body work so well. Yeah, I ran the 475s at Nationals. I ran my Tusks. Brazen. I tried to make the sheets big enough and be able to. Oh, yes, for sure. Like I said, the whole top half of my body's cut off, and half of this Tundra is missing. So to do a full, like if I were to do a full hard body, I would use quite a bit more of that for sure. But it helps out in case something happens, or if I get it caught and just completely like rip something, I can just cut and patch, and call it good. Or because we all know how often I change bodies on my vehicles, I can I can just redo another one. I want to get the black and purple, like this black and purple, like the hexagon black and purple, because that's actually holographic, isn't it? No, it's not. Maybe it is. I know, it looks really good. I'm excited for that one. I'm really excited for that one. Do you have a video on how to do a wrap? No, because honestly, I'm not very good at it. But this wrap, of wraps I've used before, stuff like that. Like this is very, what's the word? Tangible, the word I'm looking for, or usable. Like you can, Brett mentioned it a minute ago, like you can really stretch it around the curves to make sure you have a nice flat line and stuff like that. A little bit of heat, a little bit of rubbing pulls a lot of the wrinkles out. And overall, it's easy to install. A little bit of patience, especially like your first couple times. It's basically just kind of applying everything, stretching, smoothing, and then cutting out windows and things like that. Buck Dandy, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Colin, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Seth, I don't know if you've seen it. Some of my parts for the G-Speed came in, and I posted a pic. And I posted a pic of it. If you're interested, I'll have to check that out. Because mercy, I got a set of 2 lows on my C3, C2 and C3. Can't wait to see how they do. Nice, that'll do. Yes, that black. Yes. The nice thing is, until you press on it, it can be pulled off and on, back again, reposition. Yes, it's like I said, whatever side I do first looks terrible. The second side looks so much better. The first side, I think I pulled it off 2 or 3 times, just because I was like, is that how I want it? I was like, ooh, no, let's move it this way. And then I just put it back on and off so many times. Darius, so how are you liking the Exo chassis? Likes, dislikes? Honestly, I really like it a lot. The build process, everything came together pretty good. Now, granted, C3, so I'm not worrying about, well, I don't worry about chassis mount servo for class 3. Everything's on the axle, so I don't have to worry about any of those mounts. It already has, if you're using like a Ford motor mount and stuff like that, it does already have all that built in. So it'll accept all the Team Garage X stuff very, very nicely. Brayson, I can put the purple hexagon one on the site tomorrow for those interested. So there you go. If you guys are looking for that one, it can be on the site tomorrow. But overall, yeah, everything just really kind of flowed together really well. Everything was able to build down nice and good. I got that Alpinus transmission in there, so it sets down nice low, gets my motor and everything forward base. So overall, honestly, I don't think I have anything bad to say about it. It's worked exceptionally well for me. And like I said, even though everyone's like it's a C1 on a C3, that flat skid that doesn't necessarily mean anything to me. I've seen flat skid trucks just absolutely dominate. You can have a lot of angle. I'm not saying angle's not something I don't like, because I do like some aggressive angle. My Class 2 has an aggressive skid. My Reaper has an aggressive skid. But just because it's a flat skid doesn't mean you can't make it perform. But overall, really, really digging it. It came out really, really good. So don't have anything negative to say about it at all. So yeah. I think, yeah, no, I got nothing. Everything went together good. And like I said, everything. I want to do one more. I want to get another Brazen. I want to get a C1 Pro done for a Class 2, but I want to have a straight axle Class 2. I'm ready to rock and roll. So that'll be my plan next, is building a straight axle C2 to go with my Portal C2. And probably swap out the aluminum rails on the Razor's Edge for the carbon fiber rails when they're available. The Jekyll and Hyde is coming back, and I'll pick up the GK and probably the Team Project chassis. Because like I said, I know I have most of the stuff to at least build stuff and then kind of go from there. Speaking of Mammoth wheels, I'm going to have a guy do some wheels for my new purple truggy. Oh, man, I want that Tundra one that you post so freaking bad. Like, even though I just got my Tundra truggy, I want that one too. Mine's a solid 20-footer. Hey, it's all good. That's why I like the portrait mode, because it blurs things so you can't see all the imperfections, and it works out really, really good. Trying to decide if it wasn't spot. Brazen, yes, put that one on the site. Nice. Buck Dandy, those cut and shunt tires seem to be doing really well in the video. Yes, they're doing great. I am super, super happy with them. I didn't screw them up too bad, and the video seemed like it was easy enough to follow along, so that was also good. Zero Lock. Wasn't there something in the rules about the body has to be parallel to the skid? So for Class 1, yes, Class 1 still requires a flat skid. That's basically all that is saying. Now, I think we talked about this on one stream before. Technically speaking, it just is parallel to the rocker panels. But don't push your luck on that. Just go with flat skid on for Class 1, just like normal. But yeah, that's the only one that has to be parallel to the skid like that. Make sure those axles on the straight axle C1 are plastic so they slide better. Yes, for the straight axle, Class 1, I'm probably going to do and get another set of the Phoenix straight axles and go from there. So we got the Interceptor together. I'll probably cruise it for a little bit, do some videos. It's not necessarily something that I necessarily need in my lineup either. So it may find its way around, or it may just become a donor life for things. Gary straight axle life. I have two. I have two straight axles here. 3 if we count the Sin 450. But yeah, both Kato trucks with the portals. I have 2 Phoenix builds. And yeah, all of my comp trucks are currently portal axle. Estrom, how's it going? Better late than never. Sounds good. Theron just ordered another wrap. Oh, yeah. Look, those Phoenix axles are nice. I got 2 rear Phoenix axles to make the new C3 XR mod. Ooh, nice. So, I don't know if you saw it, but I did see someone the other day do a mullet build with Phoenix axles. They did the Phoenix straight axle straight in the front, and then they did the F10 Phoenix portal in the rear. And he said he was able to flip the gears inside. He said he just shaved a little bit off, and it was all good. I forgot where it was posted, but I was going to ask if he could take if he happened to take any pictures of what all I shaved off. But Boom Racing does have reverse cut gears in stock, and they do ship from the U.S. warehouse now, so I'll probably look into those. Yes, you're able to do that, and they are high ratio in most polls. Yes, okay, that's what that may be what I'm looking at then. Get a portal rear and straight front, go from there. That may be the next build I like. I like that. The field person, I'm going to have to email you. I was one of the chassis winners. Oh, nice. Figure out I need to get from you to build this one. Oh, heck yeah. Definitely, yeah. Email Brazen. Check out the Facebook site page as well, the fan page. There's a ton of builds. You can just search whatever chassis you have, and just tons of ideas and great builds for days out there. So, yes. Definitely get that going. You'll be super happy with it. I've got those axles in the store if you need some. Oh, man. I may have to hit you up. I may have to. Because I was to the point I was actually just going to strip down my regular Phoenix because I haven't driven it in like 3 months. So I was thinking about just stripping the axles and shocks off of it for right now and just doing a couple builds with it and then putting them back. But, oh no. I need those. Nice. Either way, let me know. Yes, we'll do. I will let you know. I hit you up. I may have to hit you up sometime too. I may snag another set of Tusk tires just for backup. No, I should still have another set somewhere actually. It's gotta find where I put them all. So yes. don't know why you would want to make an outrunner louder, but that is not an option. Dream. I have a D44 front and a Phoenix rear. I shaved the housing to fit the reverse cut gear and then flip the Ninja Trans to overdrive the front axle. Okay, brilliant. That's a good. There. So you can shave enough out to fit the reverse cut gears. That's what I really wanted to know. I had a notebook somewhere. I'm just upset today. That would work. And actually, like that would work really well. Like you're saying, flip it. And actually, that would work even better with the two-low that way, because we put the two-low in one way, that motor's always there, and offset axles don't work the best. But if you flip it, that is now on the right side. That's not going to work. Yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah, because then you're going to, because the form difference, you're going to put, yes, brilliant, thank you, Jeremy, thank you very much. You've just solved my life. Shave for the reverse cut gears, and then flip a two-low and call it a day. Boom. We're hoping to have a boxing soon, but don't know how long. Yeah, I know how it goes. People seems like the tests are coming in like waves. They'll show up and they're gone. They'll show up and then they're gone. Or the store will get part of an order and then the other part of the order will show up whenever it feels like. So totally get it. But we are going to call tonight. I'm not going to go on too late tonight just because little one with the new little one around and stuff like that. So I still have duties to attend to and stuff like that. So in the meantime, said should be seeing probably Sunday because I'm not getting out before then. Should see video on the new yellow jacket, or sorry, the new black jacket motor from Three Brothers, which is a censored outrunner motor. And also we'll have a video on the Interceptor chassis as well. I just want to get it out, put it on the rocks a little bit. That thing is low, like low. I haven't built a low chassis like that in a while. I came to the point where I will trade ground clearance over LCG. Many times, like I found, I would much rather have my clearance over obstacles than CG. I'm still doing good side hill and things, but if I had to choose, I'm taking the clearance at this point. But anyways, so get that on the rocks, get a video on it and the new black jacket, maybe just some general comp footage because I think we are doing a cash comp this weekend, and I will do my best and take advantage of these last few days off of work, other than important family things. I'll do my best to finish class 1, 2, and 3 rectangle videos. I know as soon as I'm done with class 1, it'll go much smoother. So, because there's just, like I mentioned, there's a few things I'm trying to word it properly versus how I interpret it and know it. I'm trying to make sure it's out there and easy to understand. But 2 and 3, they're going to go smooth because they're pretty basic. Nothing's really changed there other than specific 2-inch rule and something about, wheel height, stuff like that. So not a whole lot more to pay attention to in those classes, and those 2 should come out pretty smooth. So I'm going to try to finish up, see one video tonight and edit, and then work on the other 2 and going from there. So that'll wrap that up, and we'll see some more builds. Like I said, we'll probably stand the Team Garage Hack chassis, new C1 Pro carbon fiber I still need to order. And a few others. I'm sure there'll be other stuff on here. So I have no idea what the other truck. Better share. Share what? I missed something. What did I need to share? What do you share, Theron? But anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night again. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, much appreciated. Always enjoy hanging in here, hanging out with everybody. Steve, thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Go hit the like button. Sure, yeah, go ahead. Works for me. Yeah. Rudolph, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, they're at 20 gates, 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm not feeling that honestly because that doesn't give me actual practice. But anyways, hope everyone has a great night. Hope everyone continues to have hopefully a good weekend. Maybe everyone get out, get on some rocks, and get some crawling in. So until next time, everyone have a great one and crawl on. Night, everybody.